Initializing user identification protocol. Identifying Vipada Tangpakorn, General Manager of Nu Skin Thailand. Access granted. Opening profile. Vipada is the head of Nu Skin Thailand and is instrumental in establishing Nu Skin steady growth for 20 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the General Manager of Nu Skin Thailand, Mrs. Vipada Tangpakorn.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here.
Good morning, Southeast Asia leader. How are you today? Yeah, can I hear you more voice? Can I hear you? How are you today? Okay, and can we give a big round of applause to Ryan again for the very good speech just now? Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so are you ready for our Revelation product section? Are you ready? Okay, so our upcoming section will showcase how our Nu Skin anti-aging product works. As you explore and share our various anti-aging product, an opportunity to the people around you. With the aging population that continues to grow and the young generation that are eager to avoid early signs of aging, we can be assured that the market will continue to see the strong sustainable growth. At Nu Skin, with the continued focusing on delivering premium anti-aging products in personal care and nutrition supplement category, Nu Skin has discovered the key to combat aging like no others. The world is recognizing us as one of the leading anti-aging companies. Under the powerful of the ageLOC series, beauty and skincare device is the fastest growing category, and consumers like you and I aim to always be selfie ready, right? We want time saving, multitasking, or multifunctional device. At Nu Skin, we have the beauty device that help you to have a dream skin. ageLOC Galvanic Spa, ageLOC Me, and the latest innovation, ageLOC Lumi Spa. To add on this range, in January this year, Southeast Asia has launched our first home device, the EcoSphere Water Purifier. And today, we are very honored to be able to invite our celebrity scientist to Singapore. He needs no introduction. With 35 years of experience combating aging in the pharmaceutical and dietary supplement industry, he is highly respected and remarkable individual. He was appointed as Chief Scientific Officer and Executive Vice President of Product Development in February 2006. A prolific author, he has published many articles, reviews, and books on researching, including the New York Times bestseller, The Aging Myth. It's our privilege to have this man sharing with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vipada, for your inspiring message. A big hand once again, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Vipada Tangpakorn.
Initializing palm print scan protocol. Verifying Dr. Chang, Chief Scientific Officer. Short of the word product guru, there's no better way to describe Dr. Joe. While always fun-loving during his presentations, Dr. Joe brings more than 35 years of experience in the pharmaceutical and dietary supplement industries. Under his careful guidance, Nu Skin has launched countless successful product innovations over the years. In fact, all the new products we are able to enjoy today are because of him and his team's creativity and dedication. So a better way to learn about the products than to hear about them straight from the source. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a roaring Southeast Asia welcome to Nu Skin's Chief Scientific Officer and Executive Vice President for Product Development, Dr. Chang.
Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, did Ryan wake you up? Okay, I'm not going to wake you up. I'm actually going to put you to sleep. And, but we're going to talk a bit about the products. But before we begin, I have a surprise for you. So
Let's have Dr. Joe
Let's do
Chang
that.
to do
Okay.
3 fun poses to authorize and grant access to launch the latest innovation, first of its kind, the age-lock Lumi Spa. 1.
okay, we're going to do this. Okay,
2.
all right. Okay, are we good?
And 3.
All right, let's see. All right. Okay.
Bringing to you the age-long Lumi Spa, the first of its kind, a dual-action skincare system featuring the proprietary micropulse oxidation technology that provides 7 skin benefits. Dr. Joe, over to you.
Okay, whoever that is speaking. Is that a robot? No, it's probably my mother, but never mind. Okay, well, good afternoon again. And that was just a hint of one of the new products we have launched. And clearly, Ryan has alluded to the fact that it has been one of the most wonderful, the most productive, and the best-selling product we have ever launched in our new skin history. So thanks to all of you. That's great stuff. But for today, that's one of many products we have done, right, over the years. So instead of just focusing on that alone, I want to tell you a story on the second P, and that would be the product P, and seeing whether we can bring these products together and give you a bit more of the whole story rather than bits and pieces focusing on a specific product. So fundamentally, on the skin side, for example, we like to think of it that what can we do every day with the new skin products? And clearly, the H-Lock Me, one of the products that we launched before the Lumi Spa, that was a product that can actually give you a daily skincare regimen. And most importantly, what happens with that particular device is the fact that you can actually personalize or, in a way, customize your specific skin regimen. You now have the Lumi Spa, and again, you can use that every day, and fundamentally, you can use that to clean, and while you're cleaning it, you can actually activate the skin tissue as well, just keep on staying young. And last but not least, one of our sort of, in a way, relatively ancient beauty device, and that would be the galvanic spa. And I think many of you, if not all of you, once you have used it, you find that it's a wonderful device that can actually firm up the skin. So what we have, and we're beginning to see this, you know, insofar as Ryan has alluded to the fact that we're entering a sort of a digital age, a millennial age, and so on. Similarly, on the product side, we're starting to see an emerging trend that the devices are playing an extremely important part in how we take care of our skin. So when you look at it from that perspective, what we have on the device side is we have, for all intents and purposes, created and developed 3 innovative technologies. And if you look at the Lumi Spa, it is about this cell motion, or how we can actually activate those cells and move them in a specific manner. And the only thing that can do it, after many, many years of scientific research, our scientists find that the only way you can do it is what we now call the micro oscillation technology that we have incorporated and used to develop the LumiSpa. Now, the galvanic current, as we all know, is sort of an electric type of technology. And once again, we have developed that technology to a level where we can deliver the active ingredients in our skincare products far deeper into the skin and in a far more efficient manner than any other technology that was available. And finally, last but not least, the ageLOC Me is a micro-layering technology, and that micro-layering technology is a technology that when you dispense it through the ageLOC Me device, the active ingredients are layered in such a specific manner that every ingredient that we have can actually have a much better chance of penetrating the skin rather than having them all mixed up. So when you look at it together and as a whole and you step back, what we are delivering to you from the product P side is that we have now achieved a very high level of sophistication as far as beauty from the outside. Now, when you look from the beauty from the inside out, we are obviously talking about the ingredients that we put into our formulations. And here we have used the latest genetic science. And all of you are very familiar with the name that we have coined to describe that gene expression science, and that would be ageLOC. And we have used the ageLOC technology to develop most, if not all, the formulations and all the skincare, and not that, including the supplements as well, to make sure that we get those genes back to a more useful and healthy state. So that's what we have as far as the inside technology. And soon, I believe you have launched the latest water purification technology recently here in Southeast Asia region. And perhaps I can give you a bit of understanding, a better understanding of how we came about developing that water purifier. Because I think water, by far, is one of the most important ingredients, if you will, that you should have in your body to stay healthy, not just from the inside, but also from the outside as well. So we talk about innovation, and we talk about how we innovate to make sure the companies stay robust and vibrant. But when you innovate on the product side of things, we have to make sure that we innovate and don't say it, but we actually do it. And that's what we have done. I believe over the years, ever since the founding of the company of Nu Skin, we have continued to innovate with the latest scientific knowledge that's available at that particular point in time. Here are some examples of products that we have launched over the years. You should be familiar with them. If you're not, don't talk to me. But if you are, I think they're very familiar. True Face Essence, Life Pack, and so on. That's how we innovate. We innovate by demonstration. We do not innovate by just saying we are innovative. And then I think is perhaps what differentiates Nu Skin from many, many of the competitors we have in this space. Our science is meant to do one thing and one thing only. And that is to make sure that we have the scientific evidence to substantiate our products. It's nothing more and nothing less. While the science and the language that we use to describe the scientific studies is rather sort of arcane and only a scientist could appreciate, it is not necessarily so. It's our fault, i.e. the scientist's fault, if we cannot articulate what we're trying to do from the scientific point of view. Fundamentally, when you look at all the things we're doing in science, with all the 75 scientists and with all the scientific collaborations, we are trying to make sure that we have the scientific evidence to back up what we say our products can do. And if you take that one step further and put it into extremely simple terms, we want to make sure that our products will never, ever embarrass you when you do the new skin business. For example, if I use the LumiSpa as a sort of an illustration of what we do, and if I break it apart, you can see the number of scientists and engineers who have been involved in making sure that we bring LumiSpa into the marketplace. We have a team of scientists together that they're not all trained in one specific discipline, but they come from many, many different types of disciplines. That's the only way that we can actually have brought or had developed the LumiSpa. If we only had biologists, or if we only had engineers, I don't think, frankly, that we would have been able to develop such an innovative device as the LumiSpa. And again, I think if I look at what we do, the reason why Nu Skin is so committed to invest in innovation is because now, when you talk about applying science or the scientific discipline into product development, we are talking not of a single scientist doing it. We are talking that science has now become a team sport. It is not just about a single scientist in a lab coat. It takes more than that. And this path that we have and what we are evolving into is that we have to be in lockstep with what Ryan has talked about on the business side of things, on the platform P, if you will, and the programs of the P. All these P's have to be intimately integrated together. So this path that we have shown, while some of the older and historical products may not have been put into the right strategic alignment with the other two P's, I think we're beginning to see that we are achieving that to integrate all these three P's together. And ageLOC LumiSpa is perhaps the best example of how you, as maybe, hey, there's another P here. Maybe we should use that P to describe all of you, because you are, after all, partners in Nu Skin. So that's what we're trying to do with the product P. Beauty from the outside in then. When you look at the three devices together, the LumiSpa, the Galvanic Spa, and the ageLOC Me, when you look at it, you are beginning, or you should be beginning to see that it's a trilogy. #1 beauty device company in the world. We have innovated in this space to a degree that hopefully you would agree with me after this afternoon that we have captured that space and we are not going to let go. This is a space that we want to monopolize, and we want to keep it just for all of you. So as we use the science and as we push the boundaries, this is what we do with the science, because science is evolving every day and every year. So there's new knowledge coming. We know this is not the end of the road. I know that for LumiSpa, no, I'm not going to say it, there will be other things coming out. And that's because we have discovered, right, that if you align the cells, and this would be skin cells in the skin, that if you line it up in a proper alignment or in a specific manner and direction, they do behave in a rather positive manner. They start to produce proteins that are integral and are absolutely vital to keep your skin young. So we have made this discovery. This is our scientific insight that drove us to come out with the LumiSpa counter rotation motion. That's the only way you can do it, because without that kind of specific motion in that counter rotation direction, no other motion can actually get these cells in the skin to start producing the proteins that keep the skin firm and flexible. So that's what we do in science. So let's look a little bit further and into the house, into the home. And this is first of its kind, a skin solution. And it provides the 7 skin benefits. I won't go into it, but all 7 skin benefits, if you look at it, whether it's resilience, whether it's radiance, whether it's smoothness, all these things, when you put it together in aggregate, that's what makes you glow. That's what makes you look great. That's what makes you look young. And that's what we do with this particular technology, right? So it's just one step. It's 2 minutes. I know all of you are rather impatient. You know, you are one of the most impatient people I've ever met in my life. You want these products to work great, but you want them to make these products to work fast. Even our CEO is rather impatient. We are now into a fast speed mode in the company on the business modeling side of things. I think on the LumiSpa for the product, we have achieved that to a high degree. Within 2 minutes when you use it, you literally can see. Right. And that's not all. It's waterproof. So what that means, all the guys in the audience here, or anybody, all the guys that get into the shower, you literally can use the LumiSpa while you're showering. So that's a good thing. We took that into account, and perhaps this is the first device that we have ever developed that is waterproof, at least at a minimum water resistant, that you can use it in a shower. 7 skin benefits in 2 minutes. Which other product can you name that can actually deliver this kind of benefits so fast from our competitors? So it's protected. Not to worry, the technology is exclusive to Nu Skin. We are not going to let this go. We continue to innovate. This is, in a way, perhaps on the product side, this is our platform. This is our enabling platform in a sense that because it is not just a one-trick pony, it is a platform and a technology that allows us to expand it as we learn more and more over the next few years. And these formulations with the gels, we could bring you out just one gel, a cleansing gel, to use with the LumiSpa, but we know that each and every one of you, or at least there is a preference for a certain type of skin relative to a different type of skin. So we have 4 of these gels currently being sold and marketed together with the LumiSpa. It's a great thing. It's just a glimpse into the future. We have already developed another LumiSpa gel that we will soon launch with perhaps another head rather than just what you're already currently using. So, I shouldn't be telling you these future things because, you know, then I won't have anything to say. Then I won't be able to eat my durians next time I'm here. However, when you look at the head, the silicon head, right? Why did we go with that? Because we already know there is a very common and widely used technology for skin cleansing, and that would be the bristle technology. Unfortunately, when we start thinking about developing a cleansing device in the Nu Skin world, we looked under the microscope what a bristle technology does. And to our horror, we found and discovered that the bristle technology actually, without you seeing it, because you don't have the microscope and so on, it actually damages the skin in a rather severe manner. It's literally digging into your skin to clean it. If you see, I mean, all the videos and all the pictures we have taken, I swear I could have taken those pictures and make a horror movie. It's that bad, the skin being damaged by the bristle technology. So we said this is not the way to go. However, it provides an opportunity, right? So, I mean, there's a saying, it's that you have to recognize when you see something, well, you know, opportunity comes from discovering something and determining there is an unmet need. And in this instance, we say, if we can only come out with something that is non-damaging, but while cleaning the skin in a very effective manner, we would have gotten something. That was the germ of an idea with the discovery of the silicone head that we now have with LumiSpa. This is the gentlest exfoliating treatment that you can apply to the skin without damaging it, while at the same time, much to our surprise, when we incorporated that sort of counter-rotation mechanism or sort of a movement with the head, we have an activation of those skin cells. The first cleansing treatment action / device that a company has come up with. So, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and we've done a lot of such studies. This is just one example of what we have done, and that is to show that before and after, when you use the LumiSpa, you literally can see less blemishes, less roughness on the skin, because we have gone down to the microscopic level to take these pictures, and that's what the black pictures show you. The more white you have, the rougher is your skin. By contrast, after LumiSpa, you can see on the right clearly there was a dramatic improvement in skin smoothness after LumiSpa treatment. We have the evidence, there is no doubt. So here's your dream team. We have the Galvanic Spa, we have the H-Lock Me, and we have the LumiSpa. This is the dream team of beauty devices. It is not available anywhere else, and like any other dream team, it delivers the maximum, the most optimal benefits that one can get from this trilogy. And the dream is an acronym. We have used it to sort of, in a way, to describe how you can develop your dream skin. So let me go into that a little bit. So the purification clearly is done by the LumiSpa. The treatment with the Galvanic Spa, twice a week with those galvanic gels, it treats it, it gives you a complementary benefit, and that is to firm up the skin. And when you look smooth, you have firmer skin. Obviously, that translates to much more youthful-looking face in general. And then finally, you can take care on a daily basis with the H-Lock Me with absolutely sterile formulations. You don't have to touch the cream. It delivers automatically a different sort of regimen in the morning relative to the evening one. All you have to do is to put your palm underneath through that hole, and it gives you that dollop of skin cream that you can apply either in the morning or in the evening. So that's the dream team. And when you look at what the dream is, the D, and is to build up your dream skin. So the D stands for definition. Your skin is way more defined now. It's related to the fact that you're getting firmer skin. The R stands for radiance. When you look at a face that is absolutely radiant, in other words, it glows. It gives a very positive, communication that your skin is looking healthy. The E stands for the evenness. And this is perhaps one of the important things among the Asians, because blemishes are perhaps the first sign of aging in this particular culture relative to the Western world. By contrast, in the Western world, the lines and wrinkles are way more prominent relative to blemishes as skin ages. So here, you get an evenness, and that is a result of using the dream team of the beauty devices. The A stands for appearance, the overall appearance. When you look at a face, it indeed does look younger. And finally, last but not least, is the fact that M stands for moisture. Without hydration, no skin looks good. And that is why with all the formulations that you use, either within the ageLOC Me or either within the LumiSpa, there is a heavy dose of moisturizing ingredients in those products. So there you go with the dream team. So that's the beauty from the outside. Let's talk about the water purification system, because this is somewhat related to moisturization. And this is, a sort of moisture is roughly 70% of your body. So if you take that math into account, that if your body is 70% or more of water, if you don't hydrate, you're going to sag. You're going to look old on the skin. And that's not the only thing that happens. If you get dehydrated, the whole body starts to get triggers or starting to get signals that it should be somewhat sort of shutting down. And that's not a good thing, right? Then TR90 is one of those things. Let's talk a bit about that system, because the TR90 system has existed here in Southeast Asia for many, many years. In fact, congratulations to all of you. This is perhaps the most vibrant TR90 community in the whole of the new skin world. So thank you. You heard the message. You took the message. You practiced the message. That's why the TR90 system is so powerful in this region, because not only have you heard it, you actually did something. You actually incorporated it into a system that is either you can duplicate or is actually something you follow. And that is because of this energy balance. Energy in, if you don't burn that energy, and fundamentally that would be calories. If you don't burn more than you put in, you're going to gain weight. It's that simple. And I think that system has translated to an almost a holistic approach to TR90, right? So you have adopted a system here where you do not expect a single magic bullet. You know now that this is a systems approach to weight management. And you have adopted that and taken that to heart, and therefore the TR90 system is so effective here. Yeah. When you look at it, that's because we did indeed, from the get-go, when we developed TR90, it was a systems approach of development. It was never meant to be a single magic bullet. It was not something that we think is either sustainable or credible to say that you have a magic bullet to weight management. And when over time, the consumer or the customer will eventually find out, because you're not going to deliver. In other words, we might be over-promising, but under-delivering. And that is not something, and that's why many, many of the weight management systems don't work, is because of that inequality between promise and delivery of results. TR90, by contrast, is entirely different, and if it's followed, in terms of controlling the brain, in terms of making sure that you at least develop some muscle, and that you can metabolically burn that fat. The three elements will come together and synergize and give you the results that you need. That is the power behind TR90, because we understand through age log the science of how to control those fat genes. That's what we did. Now, with the water then, from the inside out, we thought you should have clean water in your home. We know and we recognize clean water sometimes or oftentimes is hard to come by. But we also recognize that if we don't do it in a way that is convenient, that we won't have a system that is going to be used by a lot of people. If you do a lot of plumbing, not a lot of people would wish to put such a system in their homes. And that's how we developed this particular water purifying ecosphere system. It actually took several years working with a company to see what are the best technologies that we can combine together so that it is convenient but yet effective enough to deliver clean water that you can drink. It's an exclusive design. Southeast Asia is the first market to receive this ecosphere water purifier because there was a lot of interest here. And then in a cartridge, what you don't see inside is actually three ways of purifying the water. The first one is related to this pre-filter that takes out a lot of the sort of significant particulates and is folded in a manner that is a lot of surface area, so we can take out much of the particulates. And then it goes through another type of technology that is based on carbon, and that will be absorbing any particulates that are soluble and that's not being filtered out by the pre-filter. And this will take all the soluble particulates and all the soluble contaminants out. And then finally, we put it through a membrane that will filter out all the microbes. In fact, it does it very efficiently. And then when it goes through that, and if it's that not enough, we wanted to build in a sort of an insurance policy, and we just zap the thing with ultraviolet light so that we can kill anything that's present. So that's the first stage. There's a second stage, of carbon block, exclusive design, the pore size on the membrane that will filter the even more particulates out. And then finally, the ultraviolet light, when you look at it, for all intents and purposes, our test shows that it will actually eliminate close to 100% of the microorganisms that could be potentially present in the water. So there you go. You have your dream team of devices to deliver the beauty from the outside. You now have the dynamic duo of the health supplements, such as the TR90 system that will deliver from the inside. And now you can drink the water from the ultra-purified system, the ecosphere water filter. Then all these things in aggregate and together, that's what deliver what we promise in Nu Skin. And that is to discover the best you. I think Nick, in the morning, talks about that as well. I think at the end of the day, message I got from him is that you discover the best you through his approach as well. And some of the products, if not all the products that are in Nu Skin, will actually help in that journey to discover the best you as well on the health side and beauty side. We cannot do all these things in Nu Skin on innovation, on product discovery, on scientific research without the people and without the facility. I can stand here and tell you that we are great. But science is not that. Science is about doing. And in order to do it, we have to have the state-of-the-art facility. And we have two of them. This is our China R&D Center. This is the one that we built when the corporate headquarters was put together, and we knew it must have an R&D center, and therefore we built that as well. Okay? So, and that's how we sort of do our science. We cannot do. I think many of you in Singapore appreciates that. Because if you walk down the road or you go further up to Lower Kent Ridge and you look at that, I think it's called a biopolice or biopolis, the government recognizes in order to scientifically discover new things, they have to put up those institutes. We share that sentiment. We share that dream of making sure that our scientists are really housed in state-of-the-art facility. And this is just another photograph of the Shanghai R&D Center from the inside. These are the labs that many of you, you're more than welcome to go visit if you're in Shanghai over the next few months or years or whenever you do visit Shanghai. So they do have tours of the labs there. And these are some of the equipment. I'm really here to tell you all this equipment, they cost a lot of money. So, I mean, some of the equipment, frankly, is probably $500,000 per machine. So it's not cheap. And unfortunately, those machines, over time, I think they only have a life of about 3 years, and we have to replace it. So once again, a demonstration. You start something, it's not the only thing that you will do. You will have to commit time and time again to do that. So these are some of the micro labs where we do our contamination studies, the clinical lab where we bring folks in and look at, how they react to certain of our products. And yeah, I don't know who the guy in the middle is, but these are the guys, sort of the 75 scientists that we have. I mentioned to you, right, science is now a team sport. For all intents and purposes, those guys should get all the kudos because they are the ones who are actually in aggregate, and the wisdom of that crowd comes together to innovate our new skin products. So not just in China, but in Provo, and they do come together to deliver the products. And we sort of are rather proud of much of the scientific discoveries. When we write them up and we sort of present it, they're well accepted by our peers. Now, these are professors, these are fellow scientists, and they don't pull any punches. So when they look at our data, they will look at it with a very critical eye. And if we get some of these, our results being published in a scientific journal, we sort of think that is validation, that what we do is right, and what we do is validated. So this is more than anything else a validation of the science and discoveries that we do in sort of among our scientists. Okay, I can show you the pictures till the cows come home, but I thought it would be much better that instead of showing you pictures of the Provo Research Center, is to take all of you on a sort of, you remember the movie Doctor Strange? You remember he has a hole and you can go through and you can teleport yourself? So I thought we'll teleport all of us into the Provo Research Center. Okay? So if we can do that, that will be wonderful and sort of stop me from continuing yanking at you. How's that? Okay? Let's do that. Can we do that and have something? Let's see what hang on. Oh, I got to do this. Yep. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, this actually works. I've been working on this teleporter on my side now. It works.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Singapore.
Oh, it's only a few steps away, Singapore. Anyway, why don't we take our special guest for a special tour of our research center?
Well, sure. Yeah, our Nu Skin scientific labs here in Provo and Shanghai and around the world are constantly working to deliver scientific innovations for our customers and our leaders using the 6S process. We have 75 scientists around the world, and some of them very prestigious on our scientific advisory board. So exciting discoveries are happening all the time. I can't wait to show you around our Provo facility, but first let's go see what our lab guys are doing.
Wait. Why don't we use our teleporter instead?
Is that safe?
Of course, I developed this through the 6S process.
Oh, then what are we waiting for?
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Well, here we are. We are at the Nu Skin Chemistry Labs, and this is where we do part of the 6S process. For example, we select and source the purest and the cleanest ingredients for our final products and determine their safety with some of the scientific equipment.
That's right, like this, our high-performance liquid chromatograph. So this is how we can make sure our specifications are dead on for our really good products like our Life Pack and our duo, our famous duo of ageLOC R squared and ageLOC U span. Do you want to go to the micro lab next?
Let's do that, Mark.
All right, so here we are in our micro lab. This is a clean air room. It's HEPA filtered, so that it's a very special room, so that we can actually test for microbial contaminations like funguses, yeast, molds, bacteria, to make sure that we add another layer of safety to our 6S process. We even challenge test our serums and our moisturizers to make sure that they can stand up to everyday use. This is also where we tested our EcoSphere water purifier to make sure that we can have healthy, safe water to drink for health. Do you want to check out our stability labs?
Let's do that, Mark. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3.
Right, here we are in our stability lab. This is where we test shelf life by subjecting our products to extreme heat or frigid cold. So that if you find yourself in the Sahara Desert or in the Arctic tundra, your True Face Essence Ultra is still going to make you look good.
Yeah, wonderful. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. So here we are in the Nu Skin formulation lab. This is where we do our final product specification work, and part of it is using equipment such as these. And Aaron.
Joe, I thought you were in Singapore.
I am, and I'll be going back in a minute. But for now, tell us a little bit more what you do here in the formulation lab.
Okay, sure. This is our rheometer. We use the rheometer to test the flow characteristics of product. This was actually very important in the development of LumiSpa. And these are our viscometers. We use the viscometers to make sure our products look and feel perfect.
So, simply put, in this particular lab where the final products arrive, we are creating Nu Skin product superheroes. And all these superheroes meet the specifications part of the 6S process. One more lab to go. Let's go. So here we are in the Nu Skin Clinical Studies Lab. We conduct much of our clinical work in this particular facility so that we can get the clinical evidence behind our product. It is very important because clinical substantiation is part and parcel of our 6S process.
That's right. That's why we are constantly doing volunteer studies to make sure that our products are doing what we say that they're doing and that they're efficacious.
For example, we have tested and developed the Galvanic Spa and the Lumi Spa exactly in this room so that we can be confident they do work when you use them. So, we're back. Well, as you can see, we're doing all this research to discover and develop the best product for you in order for you to look good
and feel your best.
Look at the time, Mark. I gotta get back to Singapore. Bye.
reaction.
Hey.
Whoa! Joe! What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Hey, can we have a Wi-Fi with you?
Yeah.
Wait. I think I'm in the wrong place.
No,
No, you're in Singapore.
Oh,
this is the right place.
You're Johnny, right? No.
I'm Alan.
He's Alan.
Come on. This is Miko.
You're Miko
Yeah,
and you're Johnny.
Johnny.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Wow.
Okay, you want to
Come
do
on,
a
come on.
selfie
Yeah.
on stage?
Can we do it with the audience?
Can we do it to the audience?
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
it. Okay.
That's perfect.
All right.
Everyone, say cheese. Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Great.
Well, thank you. I'm
Thank
going to
you,
leave you
Joy.
guys now.
Okay.
You go do your own thing, all right?
Oh, sure.
Okay, cool. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, guys,
Wow. Hi.
great to see you guys in New Skin Southeast Asia live. How's it going, man?
Thank you. I think I feel good.
That's good. Good afternoon, Alan.
Yeah, hi.
Johnny. Yes. Thanks to this event, right? Because we are able to meet each other for every 2 years, right?
Every 2 years once.
I think we can see each other every day on social media because I see your photo up here on New Skin Facebook every day.
So
Precisely.
you must be stalking my Facebook, right?
I'm getting more and more
come on.
famous.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it has been a great year to kickstart Alan and
True.
Johnny. Yeah, regionally, we sold out the Edgelog Lumi Spa.
Yeah.
And you know,
Wow.
in Indonesia, we have a higher selling story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, we heard about it.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
we heard
Thank
about
you.
it and we're super happy for Indonesia team and as well as all the sales leaders. Congratulations.
But you don't forget about Vietnam.
Vietnam?
Okay? Yeah, Vietnam. Because
Waste management and well-being
yes, it
run.
Yep.
In the Malaysia and by Euromonitor International.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Johnny. It's definitely the award that make us all proud of being number one for HLOC TR&ID system.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Yeah.
Guys, look at us. So there is so many success story, right? To
Yes.
our top leading product and the newest launch product for this year.
Yeah.
So many, yeah.
Well,
And then how about your Lumi Spa story?
now to Lumiswa stories, Miko.
Because we are very curious about that.
Yeah, I heard a lot from social medias that you have posted up. Yeah, remember?
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's about a dramatic seven skin benefit, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the benefits seen after using Edgelog Lumi Spa? A. Improve skin radiance. B. Decrease skin cell turnover. Or C. Uneven skin tone. Can you tell me the answer? I can't hear you. Let's see the answer. Yes, it's A. Improve skin radiance.
Guys, I want to share something to you. Yeah, before using Edgelog Lumi Spa, my skin condition is quite bad. So it's quite dull and pores are quite large, especially in the nose area. Yeah, I know this fact of my skin condition, but you know, as a guy, as a man like us, we always find a shortcut, right? To wash our face and using a skincare product. Do you feel it?
It happens to me all the
We
time.
always
Well, we're
find
so
a
lazy about
simple
that.
way. Yeah, if there is any simple way, if there is any something easier to use,
Yes.
we must be choose the device like that, right? And after using Lumi Spa, so this is my experience. The pore size looks smaller around my nose area.
You can see
Oh,
it's so
yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't know why, but I feel that my skin face is more smoother and brighter. And you can tell.
It's true, it's true.
Did your wife touch you?
Oh, come on.
Did your wife touch you?
Yeah.
But it's
Especially,
really gradient.
yeah,
Your skin.
especially after shaving in the morning.
Yeah.
After shaving in the morning and then using Lumi Spa in the morning, I can touch my skin almost all of the day, you know? Because
You begin to love
I'm more
yourself more,
confident.
huh?
Yeah, I'm more confident about that.
It gives us
Yeah.
a lot of confidence.
And one more thing, one more thing. I don't speak about the technology. No, I don't speak about that.
Yeah.
But no doubt about it, comparing to another product out of the market, right? And I also don't know how women feel about this product. But for me as a man, really, I feel this is an answer to men like me
Yeah, I believe
to
so.
find the new way to wash the face.
Wow.
Really?
So, yeah.
Try
Men really have a
Yeah,
choice
this
now.
is simple, guys.
Guess
Very
we're gonna get
simple.
one of those.
Very simple. Just one step, 2 minutes, and you can find 7 skin benefits.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to try this.
Fantastic.
You have to try
Cannot
this. So
imagine.
that's my story, and I'm very, very happy with the result. So Johnny, we heard about EcoSphere water purifier
Yeah.
with so many uniqueness.
What are the uniqueness of EcoSphere water purifier? A. Big and massive design. B. The proprietary I4 ultra purification technology. Or C. Requires a technician to fix and maintain. Can you tell me the answer? That's so fast. Let's see the answer together. Yes, it's B. The proprietary I4 ultra purification technology.
In fact, in Vietnam, we are very thankful to the EcoSphere because before we get to know about EcoSphere, Vietnam is a fast-growing country. So we have a lot of problems. We have to pay very huge price for because a lot of industrial park, a lot of medical centers, and we overuse of chemicals in our daily life. So it affects our quality, our water, and to sort for the clean and safe water is really we have no choice but to use only the government tap water. And then it's just a basic filtration.
It's very filthy, the water.
Yes, correct. And some more, if we want to have a clean and safe water, we have to buy like water bottles, and it's very costly.
Yeah, it's true.
And my mom used to ask me, hey, why don't we have a purification system at home? I say, when we think of that, we see, wow, it's troublesome because the size is so big, and our house is not so big. And it's also the installation.
That's
so
not
much
a
time.
problem, I think.
And I'm scared because my mom at home, we have no people to maintain the system. So that's really a problem for us. But I think we are so thankful to the EcoSphere because I think the cost is very cheap. When we can see the
Compared to the benefit, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
The first
compare.
thing, the filtration, the filter is only about you replace once a year.
It's convenient.
And it's very cheap once a year, and it can serve for the whole family of 4.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And
For a
the
year?
installation is very easy, only 3 minutes.
Wow.
And I think we love the most, especially for my mom, because replace the filter only a 3.
Wow, that's really
Yes,
So,
yes.
so your mom doesn't need a technician there.
Yeah, because it's almost 60
Your
years
mom
old.
don't need you anymore.
Yeah. But I think the thing that I love the most from my medical...
So don't need you.
The thing I love the most about from my medical point of view is help to eliminate like 99.9999%.
Awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Because it can eliminate those hidden health danger like pathogens, toxins. And that is like those contaminants we cannot see from our eye.
I see.
It's really excellent product.
It's truly a big change to your family.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it also helps to change many families in Vietnam and has created these overwhelming sales in Vietnam as well.
That's why we are very confident when we talk about EcoSphere. It's not only help my family, but we can help many more families as well.
True.
Yeah. But I think, Alan, I think if I'm not wrong, you have been trying yourself to find some way to lose weight, right?
Oh, I hear you.
Really?
I hear
so
you guys.
Man.
Come on.
And I think, can you share with us, like, recently, how have you been keeping up really great with your outlook and your body shape?
How different is EdgeLock TR90 system with other weight loss methods? A. Difficult to follow. B. Simple and holistic system encouraging active lifestyle. Or C. Lots of restriction. Can you tell me the answer? I can't hear you. Yes, let's see the answer. It's B, simple and holistic system encouraging active lifestyle.
Yeah, guys, I've been keeping up really well with H-Lock TR90 system. It has been a wonderful weight management journey, and it's so super easy to follow. Do you know what,
see.
guys? Before I actually started off the program, I was weighing 69 kilograms.
69?
Now looking at my height,
No, you're kidding me. You must be kidding
I
me.
wasn't really fat. I was just overweight.
Oh.
I was rounded and
That's good.
ugly, but I'm adorable, all right? Okay. Well, I was chubby,
Fantastic
okay?
lah.
But I was very unhealthy. I was very unfit, okay? I feeling very fatigued all the times. So I felt very lousy all the times. But I guess it was because of my eating habits and my lifestyle. So I actually got to know the program from my sister-in-law. I saw her transform through the weight management program. But at first I was pretty skeptic because I thought
Why?
that program was only mainly for ladies.
Yeah.
But after I got to know the goodness of the supplements as well as the ingredients, and the diet plan of the 333, it was so easy to follow. And the best part is no vigorous exercise needed.
Really?
Yeah, and
A hard exercise.
That's where I go. That's where I go ahead with it. So do you know what happens after the 90 days?
I think you have to change your wardrobe.
Oh, you are really smart, Johnny.
10 kg, you know.
Yeah, obviously. But the best part is that when I lost 10 kgs, I actually dropped 8.5 kilograms on my pure fats.
8.5.
8.5, yes.
The
Can you
fat
imagine
only.
that? Purely
The fat
fats,
only.
yes. And the best part is that after I have dropped my fats, I've also increases my muscles from 30% to 34%.
Wow, amazing.
Wow. Yes,
Very strong.
Let me touch.
Oh gosh, you guys are making are making me feel very weird inside here. All right, okay. But the best part is that I got myself so much healthier. Okay. The best part is that while I lost weight, it also shaped my body.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really great.
Now I'm just sticking Life Pack, H-Lock R Square, and Y Span
Just to maintain,
Yeah,
yeah.
just to maintain my healthy body. Guys, H-Lock TR90 is the simplest, and I tell you, it's the most effective solution.
Yeah, I think we all know about how amazing H-Lock
Yes,
system
yes.
is. And definitely it's a great transformation for you, Ella.
Yeah, guys. 3 months, 90 days.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. I think you guys are not bad too. We all have different stories and so much more to catch up. By looking at the time, guys, I guess it's time
Okay.
for us to move on to our next agenda. Well, let's
Okay,
go, guys.
yeah, let's go.
Okay, see you guys.
Take
see you guys
care.
again.
See you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. That was quite an insightful and interesting sharing put up by 3 of our sales leaders. Our Edgelock first of its kind dual action cleansing device, the Edgelock LumiSpa, the latest innovative home appliances, Ecosphere water purifier, and our #1 weight management program, the Edgelock TR90 system. Once again, let's give a round of applause to Alan Goh, Do Dong Fei, and Maxun Jatmiko.